Hello and welcome to the MHS Rewind studio on the campus of Martinsville High School for the 6th episode of Inside Martinsville Football. Today I'm here as always with Coach Duggar, and Coach, you must be happy as your Artesians are still undefeated.
Yeah, 5-0. Obviously it's not something we hang our hat on being 5-0. It's more about 1-0. But yeah, very happy. Great win on Friday, and really like the direction this team's going.
So yep, the Artesians traveled to Franklin Community and got the win, 40-7, I believe. So how do you think the offense and defense played?
Well, I thought obviously you only gave up 7 points with a team like Franklin that has a really good running back and the Lugers kid. That's a big deal. I thought we held them to like 138 or 150 total yards. I thought our defense flew around, played really good football. And offensively, anytime you put 40 points up, you're happy. I thought we threw well. I thought we ran well. Thought we were really balanced and all around had a great night.
So this team responds to adversity very well, and we had an extended halftime. It was about an hour and a half, and the players, some teams might, get locked out, like they might just lose focus of the game, but this team didn't, and they came out and they did what they were supposed to do. How does this team handle adversity? How do you
Well, I think it's kind of two parts. First part is I think our kids are dialed in. I think you guys do a great job in those situations, going back to E+R=O. Can't control the weather. We have no factor on that. Just stay dialed in, stay loose, stay ready to go, whether it's tonight, tomorrow. We talked about put the ball down, line them up, play anywhere we want, anytime, any place against Bloomington South. Same type of thing. We'll finish this wherever we need to, however we need to. So testament to the kids and just being ready and responding and being resilient. But that means more or less the question is more focused on you guys. How did you handle the halftime? What did you guys think you had to do? That's really how the whole thing came about.
Yeah. So we will take a look at some of those highlights presented by Carl Van Deventer on that Franklin game.
Good start here on the first play here, getting the ball out to Hunter. It's no secret we want to get the ball to Hunter as many times as we can. He's a pretty good football player, so most teams are aware of that. And any way we can get him the ball is a good thing. That was a great throw there by AJ on third down. I thought their linebacker did a pretty good job with that one. But it's good to come out, take the ball right off the bat, march down the field, punch it in for a touchdown here. Just overall a good start. Go up, take the lead, and then play from ahead the rest of the game. So. Those types of things are important, really dictate the overall flow of a game. I thought our defense, early on, again, flying around, making plays, forcing some punts, forcing the ball back into our hands, and getting the ball in our offense that was hot. I thought we had some big guys step up. I thought Reese Wolf and Grady Gardner did a great job having to play some offense. Here's Reese with his first touchdown, actually second touchdown with the pick six, but first offensive touchdown. But stepping in, a big situation there, really dial in this week, and I thought those guys did a great job. And again, our defense, there's 2 or 3 guys there. There's Dewey, there's Mason Kirkhoff, and like we said earlier, this kid's probably, arguably, the best running back in our conference. He's really good, and I thought we really pounded on him and made it difficult for him all night. But again, hats off to our defense, the way they played. Offensively, I felt like we just kept grinding away, kept chipping, kept taking things that were given to us and making good plays. I thought you guys did a great job up front. Their front's really good, solid. That was a great catch there by Hunter Stroud, by the way. But giving Kevin Coryell a little love there from Porch Time there. But overall, I thought you guys played well up front as well. This was not an intentional situation. We're going for the ball. Chuck kind of missed it, but overall it kind of worked out for us because he hit it short, and the guy wasn't used to catching it has to catch it, and then Lucas Dewey steps up and makes a big play. And then here's Grady Gardner getting his touchdown, again stepping in. Saw a little something we liked off of play action there. Took advantage of it, and great execution by something we kind of drew up in the dirt a little bit on the sideline. So, kind of look at our package and add to it. But overall, again, our hats off to our kids for how they played. And again, you see the same thing on defense. 3 or 4 guys there tackling Luger. 3 or 4 guys at the point of attack. So, our kids flew around and made plays. More Hunter Stroud, AJ Reynolds to Hunter Stroud. That connection's pretty impressive. It's got to be one of the top around. Obviously, teams are trying to take it away, and I think we're doing a pretty good job with it. And, I think AJ running the ball this year has been a nice bonus to our offense. It makes us another person they have to account for in the run game. I think he's done a great job with that. So, obviously, we need to keep using that and utilizing it the best we can. But again, there's Mason Simzak, Lucas Dewey again, Potteroff, and all those guys are flying around making plays. Noah Summer getting pressure there, getting another sack here, I think. Nope, missed it, sorry. But again, the pressure, constantly relentless pressure, getting after the quarterback. Overall, just a great defensive effort. That's a Franklin team that I think is pretty solid. I think they're pretty good. And I think our kids flew around and made plays. Again, you keep seeing the same thing, like three or four guys at the point of attack, and that's a big deal. Something Coach Taylor really tries to hang his hat on, with fly around, play, be part of the Wolf Pack, all that stuff, and they really bought into that, I felt like, this week. And a little block field goal action there. I don't know if he was going to block it or not, but I think he caused some issues there by just being there and scared the kicker a little bit, which caused him to do that. And then we marched down here our final drive, and Austin Pryor, who I thought ran hard all game, just kept pounding. I think he finished with over 100 yards as well, and punches it in there for a touchdown, kind of put the thing away. Go up 40-7 there, and that was kind of the end of the game, really.
So we will tuck away that Franklin game and go back to that 1-0 mindset. And the Whiteland Warriors will come to town on Friday night, and they're 3-1. Their only loss is to Decatur Central, which is regarded as one of the top teams in 5A, but Whiteland's also one of the top teams in 5A. So why don't you talk about that team and talk about maybe the plan we have? Yeah,
I mean, Whiteland's a really, really good football team. They're well coached. I have the utmost respect for their head coach, Darren Fisher. He's a Hall of Fame coach. I think he's one of the best around. His kids are going to play hard. They're going to play sound football. Their offense is really hard to deal with, the fly sweep, trying to distract you to get your eyes in the bad places and make you play some unsound football. But they do such a great job up front coaching-wise. They've got skill players. The Valentine kid, he's up there with Lugers, is one of the best running backs in our conference. They've got a really, really stout, really, really strong offensive line. Quarterback's a 2-year starter. They don't throw it a lot, but he's really effective when they do. I think his completion percentage is in the 70s or 80s, something like that. So they don't throw it a ton, but when they do, it's in opportune times, and he's good at taking advantage of that. So defensively, they do a great job. I think their coaches, their defensive staff is great as well. I think they do a great job of taking away things that you're good at. They really try to make it hard for you and make you have to kind of play a different style of football. They've got an inside linebacker that's probably one of the best linebackers in our conference, in the Palmer kid. Obviously started the game off last year with a pick 6 against us. He's just a really, really good football player. So we're going to have to play sound. We're going to have to play great football, play our brand of football, and take care of business at home.
So last question before I let you go here. I know this is probably going to be the same thing every week, but what are the keys to the game to make sure the Artists stay undefeated?
And you hit on it. It's doing what we do a little bit. And defensively, we got to fly around, gang tackle. We got to read our keys. We got to have our blinders on and read our keys, stay gap sound, and do our job. That's going to be a mantra for the defense this week: is do your job. Don't do everybody else's job. Do your job, and gang tackle when we get to that point in time. Offensively, we got to take care of the football. We got to identify their fronts. We got to identify their coverages. They do a great job of mixing their coverages up. And we're going to have to make some big plays. We're going to, whether that's in the run game, the pass game, we're going to have to kind of exploit the game a little bit and take our opportunities when we get them.
Thank you, Coach. That's going to do it for the 6th episode of Inside Martinsville Football here in the MHS Rewind studio on the campus of Martinsville High School. I'd like to thank Coach Duggar for coming out and answering some of these questions. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Maddox Dilly.